Good morning everyone. In this video I'm going to be analysing the live price action for EU and DXY to see what opportunities may be available today. You're going to see my strategy and my analysis, so if you're interested in those then please stick around. Alright, we're starting off here on the daily as always. On the top is EU, on the bottom is DXY. So what's the daily showing us? Let's zoom in slightly. Yesterday we closed out as a bullish sort of low test, right? So if we look at the last 2 days, the candles are pretty much showing we've taken buy side liquidity, and then the following day we took sell side liquidity and closed out with a small, doji candle, right? Same obviously on the inverse of DXY. Low test, pretty much a high test, right? But a fairly bearish candle. We've taken liquidity from both ends and we closed still around a similar area. So not too much to see off there, but you could see maybe there's some indecision since taking buy side and sell side liquidity. So price hasn't really moved in terms of closing in any direction, especially on the daily. So far today, we have taken previous daily high buy side liquidity. We're currently bearish somewhat. Previous daily low still intact sell side liquidity. So we've taken buy side liquidity. Perhaps we're going to get a bearish move this morning. Same on DXY, we've taken sell side liquidity. That could give us that bullish move. We're still within this bullish pattern here, right? Even here, higher low, higher high, we've pulled back to that discount and we're holding this area still. So we'll see what happens. There's not loads to see from the last couple of days price action on the daily. So let's go down to the 4 hour and see what that shows us. So on the 4 hour on EU, as I said yesterday, I believe we have this new bullish leg here. We pulled back down to a discount, mitigated this order block and imbalance POY, and we've been bullish since then. Now we have failed to make a higher high at the moment. There is no higher high yet. So potentially this internal low here could still fail and we could continue lower. Continuing our bullish DXY, which is higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Possible higher low here to continue for a higher high. Now with DXY, the only thing that I dislike that can be confusing is of course we have our external bullish leg here. Then we pulled back, failed to make that higher high and made that new bearish leg like this new bullish leg here. So we had that bearish leg, pulled back to a premium of both the internal and external leg, found some possible resistance and then continued bullish. That could be a continuation of this leg to target this weak low. However, like I said, this leg is internal to a bullish leg. So we have that potential of, okay, we've respected this external bullish leg here and may go on to make a higher high with this being a weak high, or we've created a new bearish leg, pulled back, respected this high here, and we're going to go on to make a new lower low with this being a weak low. So that's the confusing part that I dislike, the fact that we're in different legs between these two. So that can make the higher time frame structure a bit more confusing. So we kind of have to concentrate on just what's happening in the current price action with sell side and buy side liquidity. So we've taken buy side liquidity above here, of course, and we've taken the sell side liquidity below that previous daily low. We do have an imbalance with order block here on DXY, which obviously we don't have on EU. So we'll see if price may have some more bullish price action, which means more bearish price action here. So we'll see if we get drawn into that. However, we are operating in this bullish leg and we are operating in this bearish leg. So we're going to look for possible continuations of this leg or not, right? So we have to stay very focused and see what confluences we have for our direction. So I think let's move on to the 1 hour and see what that shows us. So as I was saying, with the 4 hour leg possibly being a bit more confusing due to the differences, I'm going to concentrate on the recent price structure and this 1 hour and 4 hour bullish leg here and the 1 hour confluences we have. So of course we did have these higher time frame confluences that caused this bearish pullback, and we mitigated this imbalance here and order block on the hourly and the 4 hour. Since then we've been bullish, right? And now we've come up to another confluence. We've got a 1 hour order block, right? Which has now been filled. We've mitigated it, taking the buy side liquidity above this high here and previous daily highs, which are above here. So buy side liquidity taken. We did the same on DXY, right? We had that bearish leg, we pulled back to the premium and now went back to the discount where there's a POY. So we could be continuing bullish order flow respecting this external leg here, and we could be continuing a bearish order flow from here, right, from this premium again. So we're looking to see what price is going to do from this resistance. We were initially bearish from it, but now we're pulling back with the latest hourly candle. So buy side and sell side liquidity with resistance confluence and support confluence. Now we'll see if these confluences fail, because then that means we will continue this bullish leg and bearish leg here, quite possibly. So in terms of bias, still a bit of a mixed picture, but however I am using just the 1 hour confluences to see if we are respecting those confluences and looking out for buy side and sell side liquidity taken and breaks of structure from there. So both ways, but of course I'll be favoring shorts when we're in buy side liquidity areas and resistance confluences. Okay, so which we have come from recently. So I'm going to see if we're going to continue short before considering any longs that may appear. So let's go down to the M15 and see what opportunities may be available for this morning. So let's discuss the M15 briefly. You can see from this imbalance, London session, bullish order flow entered the M15. We started making higher highs, right? New higher high, higher low, higher high type of picture, considering what we was doing previous day. Into today, mitigated this 1 hour POI, and we had some bearish order flow during Asia. However, it didn't break any M15 structure, right? Because we could say that's from here to here or here to here. So coming into Frankfurt and now London Open, we are quite bullish at the moment. As you can see, I had these M15 order blocks mapped out. Obviously I didn't trade from them and I wasn't going to. However, the Asia midline, the 50% of the Asia range, can be quite powerful, just because our order flow hadn't really swept anything this morning and broken down. I wouldn't have considered this trade from how price action looked. I would have waited for this to be respected and broken down. It could be respected here on DXY, and you may see now that we have some SMC divergence, right? But most likely you'd have been tapped out. So we'll see if that continues. If this is respected and we get any bullish order flow from DXY, then we can look to get in to see if we do go bearish from here, right, after sweeping internal buy side liquidity. But we'll see where price is going and what price is doing. Like I said, we're still in bullish order flow. It's still a bit early in the day for me to have entered a trade without a clear liquidity sweep. So I'll remove these for now. So it's quite possible this bullish leg may continue here, and we'll see what happens. But personally, I don't see anything immediate for us to rush into. All right, we've got our Asia zone here. Price has mitigated a 1 hour POI. But yeah, as you're seeing, we're moving very bullish in this London Open. We've taken previous day buy side liquidity above here and this high here into this POI, which was also a lower time frame POI, and failed to continue breaking down bearish, making new order flow. So it's not that convincing in my opinion. So that's what I will be waiting for today. I will need to see bullish order flow come into the market. All right, we're seeing bullish momentum right now, but I'm going to need to see some higher highs and a pullback that looks positive for further bullish price action. Now, drawing us back to the hourly just quickly, you can see we obviously mitigated a 1 hour POI here. It's been respected so far. Possibly that is giving this boost we're seeing, the imbalance 1 hour POI, imbalance 1 hour POI here. So possibly that is giving us the bullish price action we're seeing. It would have been better for me personally if we had swept this previous low here, then broken above, because then I would be more confident in trading this M15 POI here. So it's one to consider for bullish price action for a long move from the M15 order block here with imbalance, right? You could argue this is a break of structure around here. However, it's not my favorite. So I think I'm going to wait for further bullish price action. You know, if we break above this and we close positively, then perhaps that pullback then looks much better. If we close well above this, it may look much better to respect this area and trade from this area. So I'll keep my eye on that. Otherwise, what I will be looking for is for price to pull back to this area. This is what I'll be more comfortable with. If price pulls back to here, respects this order block, I'd love to see that happen. Then I'll get that continuation break of structure here. That's what I would personally feel comfortable with right now. That may change, right, in the future. So if there's an order block imbalance here for me to go long from to wherever, that's what I will be looking for. Second break of structure above here with that order block with imbalance, set my order to go long, stop loss just below the low. This is probably what I'd feel more comfortable with at this time. Like I said, that may change. This may look better later on. I don't know, I may like the pullback. I may reanalyze and see something else that would give me more confidence in this area or going in that bullish direction. However, I think the safe call for me at the moment is that seeing this area be respected, break of structure, and then I'll go for a continuation wherever that may be. And that'll be the same for going short. I'd want to see this low go, right? I want to see this low break, and then we get that pullback. So once that low breaks and we get that pullback to somewhere, then I'll be looking to go short. I don't want to try and short from somewhere up here just yet. I'd want to see this low go here. So I hope that was clear. I hope you got value. I know it could have been a bit more confusing and messy, so just if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.